Yes, sir. Welcome back. What's happening, fam? Welcome back to the stream. News day, news day, news day. Let's get ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back, fam. Welcome back, fam. As you know, we have some news in around 13 minutes from now. It's time to get into the charts here to go over our game plan. Potentially, we're heading into very critical key levels in the market. Let me quickly look who is in the building today, so we have a little bit of an understanding of what the sentiment is here. Also with you guys right now, also in the market. It's gonna be an interesting one. Tomorrow is the NFP. Hope you guys are ready for the NFP right here. It's coming tomorrow. It's gonna be one of the biggest days of the week, maybe the month. You never know with the NFP here. So pay very, 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 very close attention to what's coming. Okay, Rafa, my man, good to see you, brother. Jamie, I see you, man. Inaya, I see you. Jans, Robin, Diaz, Maria. Good to see you, Dominic, Vitz, Bob, Ivy, Mohammed, Sneaky, Grant, G. Nice, 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 nice. Zoo, good to see you, my man. Pro 5 Nation, we lit. Zoo, Vivek. Yes, sir. Okay. So congratulations with yesterday's trade. Beautiful. Entry model 3. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to show a case with our ebook and everything that we have been building right here. Get your free copy right now if you want to know and if you want to join us along the way when we're trading live on stream, because we're following our guidelines. We're following our own playbook in order to move along here. Okay, very, very important. Now let's talk about gold real quick because we have around 12 minutes. All right, gold has been coming down during London. I think we flipped during London. If I'm correct there. I need to confirm this real quick. Let me look here. Yeah, I think we started flipping a little bit around London. Yeah, we came down, we came up, and we just came down all the way until now at this particular moment, the 2285. And the 2285 is an important level. At 2284 actually. We're very close to the point of control, right? The previous daily point of control here. We smashed through the previous daily very high, and do take consideration that we have news. And the news today is going to potentially give us that confirmation that we need in order to know what the stance is right here. Overall, we're still extremely bullish here. We're still holding up quite strong. I mean, look at this trend in general. You can say the trend is broken, but again, this is just a massive expansion that we've seen yesterday. So anything, you know, until the 2265 could still lead into that continuation. There is still just a continuation process of higher highs and higher lows at this particular moment. We do not see a direct, you know, reversal coming into play yet. This could easily be a sell-off before another move up. Absolutely. We're just going to find out here with the news though how this is going to do and operate so we can actually move forward here. When it comes down to the game plan, of course, we always write down our game plan, things we're looking into. Pretty straightforward. As you guys know, you guys have downloaded the ebook. You know exactly what we're looking for right now. Okay, these are the two critical key levels at 2287 and 2284, the POC and the very high of the previous day at this particular moment. Okay, gold has been coming down during Asia, London, holding local support at 2091 when I was you know, riding this shit down here. Now it's already below that. Okay, the dollar and the US 10-year yield are below the daily resistance, and this is important because they are losing some of their momentum here. If you look at the daily for the dollar here, you could say, okay, here we tapped into it, we got rejected, and we came down here. Yield, same thing. Yield is now pushing up, and this is the reason why gold is pushing down. Okay, but overall, we're still in that potential rejection play here. You know, from yesterday, the day before that, if you start flipping this bearish, gold is gonna make another run, potentially to the upside here. So we have to wait and see how the 10-year yield develops right now at this current moment. I do think it's important. If you look here at the way the yield is forming, in my opinion, this is still not that significantly bullish for now. Okay, this still looks like a potential reversal play coming in, even though we have a slight retracement right now to the upside here. But again, we will have to wait and see how that goes. It's a couple more minutes left, and we can anticipate based upon the news and see if we can find any type of our, entry models and see from there if it's interesting for us to take action and benefit from it. Overall, I really do like the way we're holding above the POC at the moment. That's a good start, okay? But again, if you go to the 15-minute, you can also see that the value area high is now also flipping in resistance here. So therefore, we're in that what we call our tunnel, okay? We need to break out of this tunnel to see what the potential scenarios are. If we break below the POC and we close below it here, we have to pay very close attention to the candle formations, the candle structures, and all of that to see what candle closure is coming along. First, is it the 4 hour? Is it the 1 hour? When we're going to look for our entry model, because it is important to wait for that confirmation, especially if you break below that critical level at 2284. But if you stay above it and we show us potentially scenario entry model 1, 2, 3, hey man, it's pretty straightforward in regards to what we're looking for here. Okay, so that's that for gold right now. US30 is still holding up pretty strong, I have to say, here overall, so that could be interesting. And the Nasdaq has indeed been coming up, and look what we did with the Nas. The Nasdaq actually closed our daily candle here. We have our indicator, the limitless indicator right here. I highly recommend to get it. It's free, it's in our Discord, you can get it right there. But again, this is the full day of trading, the full Wednesday right here. You draw the profile from the left to the right. It gives you the point of control. We bounce from the point of control. And at this particular moment, we're kind of holding above it here, breaking structure. So it is interesting to see how we are developing right now, also on the Nasdaq. So in case we have some Nasdaq traders right here, pay very close attention to this potential flip here. Okay, this potential flip to the upside. And I show you why it is important. It's right here. Let's say we flip that 2 hour candle. Look at what we have, right? Literally sitting at around 18,440-ish. That triple top, equal highs, triple top, flip, bullish structure, bounce from the point of control. We might be looking for that continuation here, okay? So keep a very close eye on the Nasdaq as well here at the same time. Right, 6 more minutes for the news, fam. So yeah, let's see how that goes for gold, if we manage to close below it, or if this is just gonna be a potential bounce after the closure. We only know that in like 5 minutes from now, and the news can do anything, okay? And especially because the NFP is tomorrow, I want you to be aware, and I also want you to be cautious whenever you can, just because by default that the NFP could have some could bring some major volatility with it, and not just during the NFP, but also, of course, in preparation for it. All right, there we go. How to get the POC indicator you're using? That's the fixed range warrant profile. I highly recommend you to download this 74-page free ebook to get all the information about what we are doing here. Okay. Are we going to trade the news? Well, if tomorrow, let's say we come down, right? Let's say we come down. And then there is a chance for sure that I'm going to take a trade before the NFP tomorrow during news. So definitely something to look at in that manner. But we're going to find out. We will see here. Okay. If we start to come up and we're trading on an all-time high, I don't see a reason to enter before the news when it's the NFP, because you're operating in an all-time high and stuff here. But we're gonna find out. We just stepped into the POC right now. Okay, so let's see how we close here. All right, let's see if this is just another step, same as yesterday. Okay, value area high, closed above it, eventually shoot up. We're having a similar pattern as yesterday. Actually, the way we came down here, the difference between yesterday was that we started to consolidate a little bit further below. Okay, and that's the only difference here in regards to today and yesterday here, but the overall structure is still bullish for now, at least. Okay, What trade did I miss? Nothing yet. We're just getting started, just getting warmed up here. Rebook designs is another day here, another day of making money. Yes, sir. Okay. By the way, guys, if you guys are interested in listening to a podcast, actually, my friend released a new podcast right here, which might be interesting to you here. Okay. Recorded in Bali. Okay. Talking about crypto, the market, everything that you can expect here. All right. I highly recommend you to go and check it out. And place a comment below it. It would be nice. You would support my friend and his channel as well. So therefore, that would be absolutely key. We're talking for 90 minutes about crypto, about the markets, and so on and so on. Might be interesting to look at also. All right. 3 minutes though. Mario said, looking for longs after the POC bounce. Listen, if we get a bounce here, we get our entry model. For sure. For sure. Okay. We have 3 minutes left for the news to come out here. So we will see how that goes here. Very important stuff. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're almost there, fam. We are almost there. One minute. Let me know what the sentiment is in the chat here. Would love to see your opinion. Make sure you smash up that like button. Let's wait for the news. Let's see how it goes. We are at a critical level right now. The previous daily point of control. Super important level. You can't trade on TradingView because you cannot close partials. You can close partials, yes. Very nice, actually. Very nice. Boom. Do you put the data on the screen as soon as it comes out? Yes, this is what we're seeing right now, okay? It's not about, the actual data. It's not that important in the short term, to be honest, because we have seen many times when price comes out positive for the dollar, yet gold is going up and the dollar is coming down. So we just always have to reflect, see how we act and how the market is moving after this 1 minute move here, okay? That's what we're gonna do. 10 seconds. POC, man. Doing its best. Doing its absolute best to hold here. Positive, negative dollar. Negative for the dollar. Okay? Negative for the dollar yet. Look at that bottom wick. No bottom wick during the open. It was a big move up here. That doesn't mean anything yet, but it's a good sign. It's a good start for sure. Okay, let's wait and see if we can tap into the PD point of control one more time. That will be incredible. That will be incredible if we would come down one more time to the 2284 and see if we can move from there. Because we form a bottom wick. And we move again to the upside here. Now we have a double wick potential confirmation if you break that high. And if you close this 30-minute candle, then we have an hourly closure. And that hourly closure then develops a new hourly candle. And if that new hourly candle gives us a bottom wick as well, then I think that entry models to the upside are very likely. But again, we have to wait and see how that goes here. Let me fix the mic real quick. I think there are some issues. Nice. I think it's good. Okay. Perfectos. All right. Time to get a new mic. Yeah, it's the I need to buy a new cable. Control here. Look at what happened with the Nasdaq. Okay, very similar. Actually came down, tapped into it one more time, and again we're talking about entry models, right? What do we see here, fam? All right, this is the Nasdaq tapping into, and I'm just asking you the question right now. What do you see here? Okay, look at this. This is the previous day. We come back. Okay, this is on the 30-minute. Fantastic. Let's take this to the 5-minute right now. What do we see right there? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you see here. Page 50, correct. Exactly. Same exact thing as what we did yesterday and how we traded gold yesterday. Same thing, seeing on the Nasdaq right now, okay? You see that consolidation here, you see that manipulation here, and you expand there. That break, entry, stop loss below, target above, right there, okay? You could hold it, it's still going up right now, but that's it. Consolidation, the manipulation, expansion. The manipulation into a key level, breaking structure to the upside. That's our entry right there on the lower time frame, and that would have been indeed entry model 3. So if you go to page 50, then it should be not 50, my bad, not 50. It is 52, okay? Page 52 right here. All right, same thing as what we've seen yesterday with gold as well. So the Nasdaq did that during London, okay? The London Open. So therefore, keep a close eye on key levels, keep a close eye on your entry models, and you have beautiful executions when you get that confirmation with a really nice win rate, if you're consistent enough, if you're patient enough, and if you're following the rules, okay? Very important. This is gold is heading down lower. Not yet. So far, it's holding above the POC. If we start breaking below it and we close below it, we might be shifting. Okay, we might be shifting our bias a little bit in the short term. But for now, there is definitely nothing to see here in regards to shorting from my angle, from my perspective. Okay, if we turn and we flip here and you create that rollover and you start closing below, yeah, then I think continuation is definitely a potential scenario. So yeah, that could be something to look at. But once again, the hourly is still, you know, just breaking down. It's still that hourly candle that tapped into the POC here. So that's why that hourly closure is, in my opinion, also the best closure to wait for at the moment. Okay. If it breaks the POC, yeah, we're flipping. We're flipping our buys here. The 4 hour. So if we close this hourly candle below, yo, go. Okay. Yeah, and think about that, right? Like just the NFP itself. I've seen the NFP being used so many times as some sort of pivotal moment in the market. So the NFP tends to flip a certain instrument. I've seen it happening a lot over the last months with the NFP here. I'm not saying that gold will just come down after the NFP. I'm not here to project and say that it's gonna happen. But, you know, I'm saying that if we're going to see a strong pivotal move, I think the NFP is going to be the cause potentially of that shift here. So far, we have been coming up, you know, like practically the whole month here, which is nuts. At some point, we have to retrace again. You know, that's definitely something that we have to look at. Absolutely. Just found this channel, been watching for a few days. Enjoying the simplicity of the confirmations, the fake out manipulations, and interesting concept. You use that more scooped out to swing. Yeah, so it's not only on the lower time frame. I'll show you an example right now. This was yesterday, okay? We talked about the dollar Canadian dollar right here. We said it tapped into the previous weekly point of control in our private group. We then said, okay, wait for that reaction. Eventually, we started to come down significantly here. And look what happened. This is what we call, once again, that you can see here, the consolidation, the manipulation, and the expansion still below the previous weekly point of control. So even later, another entry model came into play, and this is on the 1 hour time frame. So this is not on the 5 minute. This occurred on the 1 hour. So it happens on every time frame. You just have to be more patient. But yeah, pay very close attention to it here. You can see volume is king. These levels are critically based around volume, right? You could, you know, kind of compare it to horizontal support and resistance, yet on steroids. That's how I see it. So yeah, keep a close eye on it, and it definitely works on multiple time frames as well. For sure. Okay, for sure. Lorenzo, why not shorting now? Because we are above the POC. For me, that's a no-go. Okay, above the area where the most volume has been traded the day before is for me a no-go, unless I go for a really like a smaller move in the market. That would you know, be a different reason if it was just a really minor scalp here. But of course, I would love to just go below the point of control, close the 4 hour below, flip the 4 hour. And if that happens, you know, then it's just a one way down back towards, you know, the 2271, in my opinion, back towards that range right here to retest this initial range to see how we react from there. And that's a much bigger play. So if we go for shorts, I'm much more interested in waiting for that confirmation below the POC. But as long as we stay above it, I'm neutral here. And I think that we can actually still bounce from it due to the, you know, due to its nature, right? Gold's nature right now at the moment. Yellow Ranch, how do you extend the very high POC lines to the right? So I just use a horizontal ray and save my templates, all right? That's what we're doing here. Asian and gold race so up, or Asian gold race so up. Yeah, no, yesterday was still wild, right? We eventually still came up and we kept going up. And I thought, okay, we're going to go for the highs. No, we came up another like 200 pips or something. It was absolutely wild. And this happened way later in the markets already. Way past the London closure. So yeah, pretty wild stuff. Lovis says, great ebook. Love the ebook. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. I hope it's gonna help you with your trading. I really believe so. And if you need some more help, just ask anything on stream. Ask anything on stream. Utilize it. Ask questions. I'm happy to answer. EU now between the vol and the POC rejected already one time earlier. Okay, we can check about this in a second too. Okay, we can go to a couple other pairs, but gold is now looking top. All right. Really clean. Do you trade price action or SMC? I trade LTA. Hey Lorenzo, remember me? I took a break and now I'm deep learning. I look up to you and my work. Abiroop, G. My G. Okay. I do think a lot of people FOMO in shorts now. I really believe so. Hopefully it pays out for them, because if you break and you close below it, you have a really good entry. I think if you close below it, you know, even the retest could be nice. And the beautiful thing about this one is that we're also heading into the 4-hour candle closure in 20 minutes or 18 minutes from now. Okay. No more news. Nothing is really stopping us right now. So it's like 18 minutes left for the 4-hour candle closure. And I think this is kind of a tricky situation if you go short on the break here. Be very careful, because the 4-hour, I mean, it's not always the case, but the 4-hour can be extremely manipulative, right? The 4-hour closure. What will your setup look like if you go short? Okay, so closure below the 4-hour, okay? Massive candle, closure below, next candle creating a top wick, turning the PD POC into resistance, and then looking for that continuation to the downside. That's practically it here, but you can already see that we're still holding up above the POC here. So that's why there is no need to FOMO in from my side. Same thing for the 4-hour closure. If you do come down aggressively, I'm gonna wait for some sort of retest into the PD POC. Show us that we indeed again getting rejected from it, flipping it into resistance, and then look for continuation down. Shipper says, thank you for the ebook. No problem, my G. No problem. A lot of you guys have been asking for the white background for printing purposes. I agree with you. Okay. Okay. We're working on this one. We're working on it. You can have it in front of you. You can listen to the live streams. You know, in our private group, we're gonna release it like a lecture series. Then on YouTube, we're gonna start posting content about it. So it's gonna be a lot of education coming your way. Very, very soon here. So yeah, do your work, do your self-studying beforehand. Don't go in blind. Utilize this, have a basic understanding, implement it then when we're gonna talk about it on our videos and all that stuff here, okay? Yeah, let me write it down here. Waiting for 4-hour closure. Do you believe it can go back up to the psychological level if it holds? Well, it depends where we close. Where this 4-hour candle closes, which is the 1-hour candle, the 30-minute candle. If it closes above it or below it. Yield is coming down a little bit. That's one layer. Dollar is coming down a little bit. So again, be very aware of manipulation here. Potential manipulation. I think this induces a lot of guys to go short now. Especially if you look on a 5-minute. CSS, I still don't get it. You're not supposed to get it if this is brand new for you. You're not supposed to get this in a day. Like that's just not what it is. It took me 2 years to get into it, to develop this strategy. And what we have released now is the foundation. Every coming months we're gonna have an updated version, and we're gonna have much more information again. And it's gonna go from there. It's a process. Yeah, look at this, fam. Look at this. The 4 hour, man. The 4 hour, I'm literally, when I trade and I see that happening around a key level and the 4 hour closure is like very close, I'm gonna stay out. I'm just gonna sit on my hands and wait to see how this 4 hour candle develops, because we know that even if price comes down, that the next 4 hour candle will create either a top or bottom wick as well here, which is also gonna be key. So, you know, when you feel that you're too late or you're missing out, I don't think so based upon that formation. POC is powerful shit. This is where the most volume has been traded yesterday. So the most interest from traders was at the 2284. So FOMOing in a trade at that level around the 4 hour closure is for me very, very tricky. Wouldn't it be better to bring gold futures when considering volume, CFD volume not that accurate? It's good. It's good. It's decent. It's working. It's working completely fine. We have been utilizing it for so long now. It comes down to level 2 data. Okay, level 2 depth of market, footprint, the heat maps, all that stuff here. Yes, this is where futures comes into play. And we can utilize this for futures, even for further continuation, further confirmation. But for now, the profiles themselves are fantastic on spot as well. Yeah. Why can I use my fixed one profile on gold? I don't know. Some brokers are annoying. Some brokers are shit. So I use Owanda, works really well. Black Boom Markets works really well. There are a couple brokers out there that work really well. Some of them don't, for some reason. Forex.com, for example, does not allow the volume profile. Why? I have no idea. Well, we can kind of guess. Colorista says, damn, why is this clown putting the volume profile? Forex CVD, gold data are very poor, doesn't give the volume data. You're a noob and you don't know what you're talking about. Ten minutes left. PDP is holding up very good, very well right now. We have, 10 minutes here. So now at this particular moment, look at the 5 minute here, okay? What tends to happen is guys tend to enter shorts right here. If they quickly get in and out, fantastic. But this looks like a strong reversal play here. On the 30 minute, it's looking nice. If the next candle creates a bottom wick and we flip it, then we know the 4 hour is closed. Then I think that we can utilize entry model 1 at page 50. Right here. Look at the reaction. Very similar to the NAS. Nasdaq had that different entry model, of course, but look at the NAS. Same thing. Previous daily POC, 18,236. Beautiful tap into that reaction here. Also, of course, in combination with that gap. And boom, we shoot up, okay? Gold holding up for now, all right? We don't know. We have to wait for the closure. If you close below, everything flips. For now, looking pretty solid here. Yield tanking, okay? Yield is coming down, not looking strong. Dollar tanking, not looking strong. So we're setting up for something. Overall structure on gold, we're still up here. This is what would potentially change our initial, buys. If you start to really go down, does not mean I cannot short below here to take it down here. But I'm just saying that if you get there, you come down and you start coming back to the opening price of the week. Yeah, this is where you're gonna see a major shift if you pull back and you could start, looking for that down, push up, continuation down here. But for now, we're holding up so strong. Once again. But yeah, patience for the 4 hour here. Lorenzo, I have trades volume profile in years, broken gold or any pairs is not centralized like stock exchange, so volume profile is trash unless it's futures or you're not getting quality data. We're trading futures as well. We're utilizing the footprint, the depth of market, the clusters, you name it. Owanda works completely fine. Even better, okay, you can also look at the settings here. You can put in the values, all right? You type in the values right here. And if you zoom in, on the lower time frames especially, you start seeing all these numbers right here. These showing a significant amount of orders placed right now. So based upon that, you could see that, 772 against 1,000, 800 against 1,300, okay? Buyers in control here. It comes down to the delta. Delta seems really positive for now. So we have been trading with it so much, so many trades here. I highly recommend you to put in a little bit more effort into testing it yourself, okay? I do use the Owanda broker, so depending on the broker, it might differ indeed. So yeah, pay attention to that. Five minutes for the 4 hour closure. Yeah, NAS, absolutely wild here. Break above the PCP, previous weekly POC as well on the futures chart. Let me quickly look at the US30. US30 also moving up here significantly. Same thing. US30, same thing. I cannot make it up here, okay? It's just, you draw the profile from the left to the right from the previous day. Okay? This is the point of control. Previous day of the POC. Boom. Look at that. Multiple reactions here on a 5 minute. A little bit of a different story, but again, you manipulated the lows before you broke the structure to the upside. The same thing. This is entry model 3 as well. Entry model 3 comes into play here. Same exact thing. Would have been nice. And then target. I don't know what you could target here. Let's see. The top here of that gap here could be clean. So yeah, that's also looking very good. Very, very good. Okay, US30 showing and leading by example. Also, if you go to the 4 hour on the US30 as well, and you go back and you draw the fixed range, and this is what we talked about this one before, right? The swing POC and the swing value area high. That's sitting around there. All right, you see that this particular level right here was that initial reaction on a swing. Yeah, like a swing move in the market here. So this is where we bounced from initially. And then internally on the 30-minute, you saw the previous day holding up. And that was your trade right there. Okay, super clean based upon the 4-hour LTF swing. And then, sorry, the higher time frame swing, not LTF swing here. The swing value area high. And then the lower time frame confirmation right there. Massive, massive. Okay, massive stuff. Nasdaq going to the weekly open. Yeah, I think the Nasdaq will start going for the highs. I think the Nasdaq will start going for the top here, which is also a super clear target. In the last segment of the ebook here as well, we talk about targets. Okay, what kind of targets you should look at. Key levels, imbalances, liquidity targets, previous daily highs and lows, previous weekly high and lows, the Sunday open, and our key levels. All right, so a couple things that you need to pay attention to there as well. Very, very good. Nice. Almost done with the 4-hour. The 4-hour. What we want is that the next 4-hour comes down one more time. And that's the 30-minute, the 1-hour as well, the same candle. And if you then start flipping, then yeah, for sure we're looking at entry model 1 at page 40, at page 50. It looks like entry model 3 as well, by the way, right? So it's actually quite similar. The only difference in this section is that we have to wait for the 4-hour closure. And the 4-hour needs to set in that bottom wick. I asked for the book, but it didn't get an email. It will take a couple minutes. Sometimes it can take up to 5 minutes for some reason. Okay, it has to do with our email provider, something like that. And if a lot of people download it at the same time, then there is a little bit of a delay, but it will come your way. It will definitely come your way. Just so you know. And make sure you check out your junk mail maybe. Also, could be good as well. Okay, closure, boom. Nice closure, fam. Everyone, we didn't FOMO. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We didn't FOMO in a short here. Shout out to you. Now you see that the 1 hour is flat, right? You're gonna come down first. That's what we're waiting for. That's why entry model 3 is not what we're looking into now. Because we want to see that bottom wick getting shaped. ASAP. And then it could be like a simple stop loss below the previous daily point control. Nice. I need to turn off the sound. Okay, set up. We're gonna wait for execution. This is what we want to see. We want to see that you know, we want to see you move down. It's good. The bigger the move down, the better it is, in my opinion. Especially when you look at the hourly here. But if you flip, we'll go for a long here. Yeah, nice. Do you only take trade when price in the POC? No, there are a lot of different levels. You have to. There are a lot of different levels to look at. It depends on the market, on the structure. If it's a swing profile, if it's a previous day, if it's a current week, a previous week. So you have a lot of options here. Something like that. Yeah, be patient here. The longer the wick, the better it is. If you flip bullish. Your stop loss is my entry. So if I get stopped out and we flip bearish, I might join you as well. If we can close below and we confirm that the break below the POC, might look into a next trade. But for now, everything leads for me to a long. How do you plot the volume profile? Okay, help me out. Download the ebook, the free ebook. Yeah, read the ebook, and then you get what we're looking for. The bullish trend is in the end. So I think the NFP will decide that. I really believe that the NFP will make that decision for us. If gold is done for now, for that run up, and if we're gonna pivot. So tomorrow is going to be big for gold. I think that's going to help us tremendously with understanding if gold is going to keep ripping or if we start to finally reverse and you know, gain a little bit of a pullback, especially after the last month. Crazy. But again, we all know that gold has been in like some sort of accumulation range for many months as well before that, and that's the nature of gold here. We're literally talking since July 2020. You know, that we have been actually practically in this range, and that is just now that we're breaking out of it. So hey, when it goes, man. That's gold. I have the LTA indicator in TradingView. However, it seems to me it's the default one is in TradingView. How to know as per LTA settings. You go to the section here, you click on the settings of the LTA. It should pop up there. And then you have the information. You can also include the New York Stock Exchange open. Yesterday was, for example, super wild. The moment the open started, the run started as well. So that's also pretty crazy. So we might see something similar to yesterday. We break above, you know, we still come down, we still start to consolidate, and then the New York Stock Exchange open is there, and boom, we make a move or we flip. Can also. There says, good morning. Very good live from Brazil. Nice. Loving Brazil. Okay, good. We're creating that the bottom. We're still pushing. We're no trade yet. If it creates a W formation and it starts to break up, the more bullish I become. So can you tell me what is the general relation between gold and the Nasdaq? So it's all interconnected, right? So it's like you have gold, the commodity sector, you have the stock market, then you have the yield, the government bonds, then you have the currency baskets, right? So these are a lot of different things. We usually see a correlation, negative correlation between the yield and the dollar, and then the indices. So what tends to happen is that and the volatility index, by the way, as well. What tends to happen is that, you know, usually there could be some sort of positive correlation, but it also depends because gold is mainly doing its own thing, especially around, you know, geopolitical things, you know, in the market when the world's quite uncertain, when things are happening in the world. Gold tends to do its own thing as well. We also know for a fact that like a lot of governments now are accumulating gold. So the correlation is diverse, you could say, between gold and the Nasdaq specifically. If you flip bullish here, yeah, we're longing. So I like the way we're setting up here. Where we hit the stop loss? We're not in the trade yet. We're just putting it in already. So you know what I mean. Thank you. Just received the ebook. Yes. It took a couple minutes, right? Before you got it. I think it took a couple minutes. If that's the case, it is what it is. You have to wait a little bit. Crazy how an ugly platform is still used the most. MetaTrader. I agree with you. I agree with you. I actually agree with you. All right, almost flipping it. Almost at the 15-minute closure. Last minute. And if you close above it, we're good to go. You can see it's holding its resistance there. Yeah, dollar as well here. Dollar is, let's say here right now. So you have this initial kind of rejection point here. We have a massive gap below here, by the way, as well, for the dollar still. There's a lot of ground to cover there. That could be interesting. Bro, the ebook is a masterpiece. I've read it 3 times so far. Amazing, man. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, it doesn't take that long, right, to go through it. But it's, yeah, you really want to, you know, see it indeed. Still rejection there. Patience, fam. There we go, almost. Really want to see this getting broken here. I would love to see like a 5-minute closure above it. Just 5 minutes. So 3 minutes left here. But I do like it. I really like how we're setting up here. Yeah, it looks very good. Dollar is getting rejected here. Yield is now facing that resistance here. Yeah, I'm gonna enter here. If you close above it in 2.5 minutes. What would you say to someone who's wanting to start trading? Any tips or videos to recommend? Market structure is king. I would highly recommend to start out with market structure, understanding what higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs. So you get familiar with that first. And then, yeah, from there on, I think it's quite straightforward to start out with a specific concept. So whatever you prefer. There are a couple of things to look at. But I think the foundation always comes from understanding candle formations, closures, and market structure. These two layers are by far, in my opinion, the most important thing. Thirty seconds. Two, one, closure buff. Okay, I'm in. Good luck, fam. Entry model 1. Right there. Beautiful. You see that? Entry model 1. Exactly like we're looking for. On the 30 minutes, it's very clear. That wick, that bounce from the POC here. Continuation. Dollar getting rejected, yield getting rejected, bounce off of the previous daily POC. So that's entry model 1 for us right here. Stop loss below the lows. Julius, I like how LTA brought the whole community together. Before it was so spread, everyone posting, and this was too much. Now it's almost symbiotic. I completely agree, bro. And it took a while to develop, you know. It really took a while to develop. So yeah, that's the main reason. That is the main reason why we do what we do here. Okay. And why I put in a lot of work into developing the concept as well for a long period of time. Very, very key. Very, very key. It's also the 4 hour. Verstehen du Deutsch? Deutsch? Ein bisschen. Ich kann das verstehen, ja. Have you seen the sentiment on the EURUSD on my FX book? I have not checked it. We'll have a look at it. We'll have a look at the EU a little bit later on. Jij understand Afrikaans? Ik versta jou goed. Lorenzo, get gold song and dance. In drawdown. In drawdown. Yeah, in drawdown. Lorenzo is in Bali. Yes, I live in Bali, yeah. For 4 years already. It's wild how fast things are going. Do you swim every day? Yes. I have a pool. It's weak. What's the average cost of living in Bali? Bro, honestly, you can spend $1,000 per month. You can spend $30,000 a month. It really depends on what you want and how you want to live here. It really, really depends here. You can live cheap. You can live expensive. It really depends. Bro, I'm in 3 years now, had a very good streak, but I keep falling back into bad habits and not taking it seriously. Help me wake up. I struggle with tilting. Why is it? Like, what kind of strategy are you following? First of all, I think that's one layer to talk about. Okay, what is your personal situation? It's another layer, right? Do you have stress? Do you have bills to pay? Like other things that are worrying you? Like all these things could have a major impact on your trading. Major impact. Let's have a reset gap. Stop loss and break even there. Lorenzo, put a trend and check the 15, 30 minute, 1 hour, the entry after broken trend. Yeah, I agree. But I think that that's the reason why so many people shorters got activated here. So many people went short here. But we knew our levels. We knew our POPD point of control. Yeah, we have to be a little bit patient here. We have the New York Stock Exchange opening up. In 2 minutes. So if there is no follow through now, then we can also see what the next candle does here. Okay, I get out and break even now. I'm gonna wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open up. So I'm out on break even. I repeat, I'm out of break even. Why? 1 minute before the New York Stock Exchange opens up. We're currently in that rejection, or not rejection, but we're just like, we are failing to break through it. So now, simple, I want to see the next 30 minute candle develop, showing us that same confirmation. We enter again. New York Stock Exchange is open now. So let's see how we develop here. Dollar looking still weak. Yield as well. This is all good. Yeah, we'll do it in a second. You see, we're still getting that selling pressure for now. So if we're not going to see that follow through here, we might turn this into the 1 hour play. It's still holding up. It's still holding up quite well, but at the same time, there is some selling pressure there. And the New York Stock Exchange just opened up. The NFP is tomorrow. What's your thoughts on the dollar? Dollar is weak. Dollar is weak. Like dollar is definitely not strong. And this is good for gold in January. Same for the yield, also good for gold. Are you gonna stream tomorrow? If we're not in an all-time high, then I think it makes sense for me to trade it. If you are in an all-time high, I don't think it makes sense for me to trade it, personally. So, yeah, it really depends on where we stand with gold. Yeah, just be patient here. We could still turn this into 1 hour, into entry model 1 on 1 hour. We tried to get. Could have taken 10 pips profit, but no. I think there's more in the pipeline if you are patient here. Entry model 1, 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, waiting for the next potential setup here on the 1 hour. The same entry model, 1 hour. Risk management. Are you out of this one? Yes. I said it like 4 times. Okay. I repeated it many times. So we're waiting for the New York Stock Exchange opened up. We couldn't follow through here. Then it's so easy to just simply get out on break even or in minor profit, get your money, or just make sure that you are secured. Wait for the next candle to develop, re-enter. We're gonna see. Adding to the 1 hour closes in 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Must be great to have work in the evening. 100%, bro. For me, it's the best. I really don't like to you know. I'm not a big fan of like working in the morning. So imagine having to wake up at 7 a.m. to do the streams. I would be, man, it would not be my piece of cake, that's for sure. Like now I'm fresh, I'm awake. Just came from like a training session. Much better. Much better. I've never seen a bad trader as you. I'm watching you for 2 weeks. Only break even or 5 pips profit. Better than losing. If that's your mindset. Better than losing. Okay. Thank you. That's a compliment. It's a good risk management right there. Lorenzo, can you check EU? Yes. We check it in a second here. Let the gold develop here, because based upon the hourly, we can see how we operate here. If he held our trade here, it would have been stopped out, and there's no way that I would take a short here from that initial reaction. So I think it's well played. I think it's well played. Okay. Our stop losses would be right there. Would be even trickier. We gave it enough time. We were in position for like a pretty decent amount of time as well to see how it develops, but we entered at 21.16 or 9.16, and when it came to the New York Stock Exchange Open at 9:30, a minute before, you saw, okay, we're not going to break through it before. Better to get out and break even. Wait for a new position to develop. If we then potentially flip bullish in the next candle, you take the next one. That's it. When it comes down to our entry model, it's entry model 1. For the next one, if you still manage to come up here. Well, just thanks for the book I received. You're doing a tremendous job, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. Okay. Another entry, yeah, depending on this hourly. Depending on this hourly. What's your thoughts on managing prop firm capital? I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's great. Especially if you're starting out here. Just like I said before, now I'm going to repeat this every single day. Spread your risk. Spread your risk amongst all these prop firms. Because, you know, you have no idea, the most trusted prop firm in your eyes, in your opinion, can just literally dissolve one day and another. Boom, done, gone. So be careful. When it comes down to like reliable firms, you know, FTMO, in my opinion, has, you know, it has been there since 2015. That's almost 10 years, you know. So track records, but I'm not saying that you should still not be careful. For sure. Previous daily very high is holding up as well. Still, it's still holding up. Tiboski says Fiverr is also great, very low spreads, $4 commission per lot size. Fiverr. Is that a, it's not futures, right? No. Okay. Apex, yeah, I heard a lot of guys talking about Apex lately. Apex, yeah. So what's the plan? Next hourly. And the same thing as what we did on the 30 minute. And that's a beautiful thing about what I like on this, you know, the way of trading this. Let's say, okay, I started out on the 30 minute. We tried it. We came to the New York Stock Exchange open. Therefore, we're cautious. Now it's like, okay, we're heading towards the hourly closure. Now the hourly is showing that similar setup. That same entry model, but on the hourly. If the hourly now does it, then we have an hourly entry, right? Even though you started at 30 minute. If that, you know, let's say happens and it fills here, you can move up. And you should try it out, but it has been really effective for me. Start out on the lower time frames, move up in stakes as long as the formations are still relatively similar and you're ranging. So that's a trick that you can use. You start on the lower, you go to the higher, as long as the same formations are still in play. And that's why understanding your entry models are so important. Because from there are no more questions and no more worries and no more stress about is it going to work out or not? Or if it doesn't work out, you're going to be stressed and you're upset because, you lost the trade. And the main reason why you're upset when you're losing a trade is because you do not know your strategy. That means you have actually, deep inside, in your unconscious, you have no commitment or no confidence in what you're doing. And that's why you're crying. That's why we have some crybabies in the chat sometimes, and I'm going to step up my game a little bit because it's just a mindset shift that if you do get it and you do understand your strategy, then there are no more questions if, and no more need to cry if, because you understand what you're doing. You understand the rules, the data, and you have everything that you're coming into play here, especially around these entry models. It's not that difficult to take time for yourself and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to create 3 different entry models for myself. This is what I want to see based upon your parameters. And this is how I'm going to execute my positions. And that's it. You test it, you backtest it 1,000 times, and you take 100 trades with very, very minor risk, and you see what the results are. Dark Waters is not to mention it is also more structured and really curbs my FOMO. Thanks, Lorenzo. The LTM method is brilliant so far. G. My G. Yeah, I'm still neutral for now unless we close this hourly and we do the same thing. We had this scenario where this candle had the hope, had the chance that we would break structure to the upside completely. We entered on that flip of this candle, taking out these highs here. So this candle was the candle where we're like, okay, this needs to follow through. And it closed below. So we entered on the flip, slightly higher, but it closed below right at our entry. So then it's time to say, okay, I can stay in and hope for the best, or I just zoom out right now and I look at the hourly and I understand the time frames and I see that the hourly candle now has created that indecisive candle here. And if the next hourly candle creates a bottom wick and it flips, then that might be a second opportunity for the same entry model, but then on a different time frame. So that's it. That's why we utilize these entry models and also these time frames right now. And that was also the reason why we got out. And it was the New York Stock Exchange open as well. Not just a regular 30-minute closure. If we would have closed above, potentially could re-enter right away. But because we closed below, this hourly now is the next layer. Is the next potential scenario, potential setup for us. LTA has changed my whole psychology of trading. Thanks, Lorenzo. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. This was my goal here. And we're just at the beginning. And I'm very happy with that. The results in the community are crazy already. If you start winning as well, make sure you post it in the LTA wins section. All right. We'd love to see that. We would love to see our community winning. Nothing better than our community crushing it. So, beautiful. Yeah, the Nasdaq did it. The Nasdaq did it during London. That was fantastic. That was absolutely perfect. And it's coming up quite aggressively here. US 30 came down aggressively, did the exact same thing though. Was also a massive move. Nasdaq is definitely holding up much better and much stronger than the US 30, by the way. Just to look at the way the US 30 is reacting to certain levels. Nasdaq is doing, it's holding up very well, very well. Yeah, so the next ebook release will be probably included the correlations as well as much more deeper into the time frame spectrum and the higher to lower time frame, like the top-down analysis and how to utilize that. But man, this foundation I think could be more solid for now. Dollar is filling the gap. It's coming down. It's not there yet, but it's coming. It's holding tight, man. If it breaks this level, dollar is gonna tank. Dollar is absolutely gonna tank here. So yeah, we are indeed at some sort of support here. 10-year yield as well, some sort of support here. On like the 15-minute or something like that. So yeah, could be good, could be good. By the way, if you guys want to watch my podcast right now with a friend of mine here, his name is Mitchell Wireman, all right? He's a G, all right? He owns around 80,000 Bitcoin miners. Partially owns them, 80,000 at least. He has a lot of investors as well, but it's massive. We talk about the market, the cryptocurrency market, and the potential it has. Markets are absolutely exploding. We have around 2 weeks left for the halving, the Bitcoin halving. Gonna be crazy. All right, so we're going to talk about that one here. You will love it. I think you will like it. I really believe you will like it here.
Very interesting. And poker is a very interesting.
I really believe so. So
that are actually getting released and have that.
The link. Let me share the link with you guys in case you're interested here. Make sure that you watch it. And also, if you want to share some love for us here for the community, then please like a nice comment below. Will be highly appreciated. It's for my friend, as well as I think it has tremendous value as well. So smash that like button there, and you know, place a comment. Would be appreciated, and I will thank you happily. Okay.
Blockchain technology.
Really good. Are Scandinavian? No, no. It's similar though. But I'm Dutch. All right. Check euro. What do you see? It's probably strong. It's probably strong right now. I need to check it out. It's probably very, very strong, right? Yeah, super strong. Yeah, wow. What's the top here? No, it's super strong. It's looking really good. We have some more, yeah, maybe even more upside there. If the dollar starts breaking, man, it's a bye-bye for the euro. In a good way. It's gonna be really good for the euro. Euro is holding up really, really nicely. It actually flipped this in support as well. Yeah, if the dollar breaks down, you're gonna most likely come up here to fill up that gap, come back towards these levels to the 109. That's really decent, really solid. Yo boys says NFP week is crazy. Yeah, keep in mind this is the NFP tomorrow, so this is not really like a surprise. We always put it in our psychology section here. Okay, it's tomorrow's the NFP. This could all be a preparation for tomorrow. Same thing as yesterday. Keeping my wrist tight until the NFP is behind us. So you know, entry models is one layer. Trade management is another layer, of course. How do we manage our trades? When do we get out? When we're seeing it's not going in our direction. When are you getting out too early? When it makes sense to get out, right? All these things are covered also in the series and lecture series that we're going to talk about. It's much more also about the development of your trade and the management of your trade. When the new membership spots will be open. We're currently closed, so we have no particular date yet for an opening here. Just download the free ebook, work with it, come on the live streams, 8 AM EST, let's get it together and let's see what we can do. Okay? That would be the best. That would be the best. We need some music, man. Yo! Oh, he's not there yet.
Yo!
Yo, good news, man.
What's up? What's up?
I arranged an E-date for you.
An E-date?
Yeah, an E-date. You ready?
What? What? No? What are you talking about, E-date?
Just put your glasses on real quick. Your car chase. And
Down the other room.
I'll get it sorted.
Bro, I just went through a natural disaster, right? The window shattered above the PC and it was draining down with water. I'm not really planning on a date right now. I've got to be honest with you, bro. I appreciate it, but I don't really want to get into a date right now. I'm sorry.
Too bad.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Too bad. You're still on the grind, yeah? You're still on the grind.
Yeah, 100%.
I get it. I get it. Next time.
Let me take a sip of my coffee.
Okay.
But how are you, Lorenzo? You doing good?
I'm doing great, man. Yes, man. What about you?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I just had to, like I said, with the window, I had to throw away like 50% of my coffees, bro. Like, you know how much hurt? Like, I'm hurt, bro. That's like Senseo coffees, you know, I had to throw them away because they were soaked. They were all soaked. They were all wet. I'm like, oh.
You drink Senseo?
Yeah, Senseo espresso. The coffee pets, bro.
You call yourself a coffee drinker, and you drink Senseo.
Yes. It's simple, right? You open the machine, you put the tap in, you close it, and it's done. You know?
Senseo.
Senseo, easy work. Like you said yesterday, a quickie, right? Easy,
Okay.
well done.
That's a good one.
You know?
That's a good one. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. So yeah, what we're looking at, man. Have you looked at the NAS? NAS has been, of course, rapidly expanding. We're coming down a bit, and gold is chilling as well a little bit now.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. Yeah, it's reversing now a little bit. It's now going a little bit down. But let's see what we have, because if you look on the daily, there's not really a significant, at least on the spot price, bottom wick. So who knows, right? Could also be that they leave it for tomorrow, and they might come back for it later. Because I'm at least on the chart I'm looking at, I see on yours it's not significant as well, right? On the daily.
Not really.
So who knows, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Of course, like it could also be that we already put in the bottom week of the week, and we still have those equal highs that you were talking about from yesterday, right? So that they could be the target, you know?
Yeah.
Could definitely be the target that they want to go higher. So yeah, for now, just patiently waiting. We had some big movements. Now I'm just waiting for some more price action. Maybe they come back to the lower range, and we might even can look for longs. You know, would be perfect.
Yeah, same thing for gold, man. Same thing for gold. We have the hourly closure. We have to wait and sit on the hands. We had one entry. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it was entry model 1.
Yeah, I saw it. The gold trade, right? Eventually,
we followed
a
through,
good risk management.
Yeah. New York Stock Exchange open. We saw it follow through. We didn't close above it. So yeah, we're just waiting for price to develop a little bit here, and then let's see if we can get an expansion, right? Because tomorrow's the NFP.
Yeah,
and, you know what? We have seen it before, right? The consolidation, the decrease in volume, all that stuff here.
100%.
But we might experience a reversal during the NFP. That would be the perfect moment for it, if you ask me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree. I can't agree more. Now I was looking at the trade as well. It was a really good position and a really good management as well. Of course, the new stock exchange open is like sometimes a little bit like a news event. There's a lot of volume coming in, so it's good to manage your risk at that certain time, and I look for re-entries later. So I really was a really good position, bro.
If we broke through it, we would have definitely held onto our position.
Of course, yeah, of course. Let's see. I also watched your podcast today. It's an inspirational podcast for everyone in the chat. Make sure I saw you were talking about it, but everyone here in the chat, make sure to watch it.
Yeah.
From underground poker player to trading millionaire. You know what it is? Like I really enjoyed it. And you guys need to understand, I'm talking to Lorenzo on the day, right? So I'm talking to him on the day-to-day basis. So for me, it's of course maybe a little bit different to watch it than for you guys. But it's really inspirational. So make sure to watch it. You know, drop a comment, drop a like. You know, say in the comments, LTA send us.
Yeah, what is
you know how it goes.
Crazy.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it's pushing up again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a new hourly open as well, right? So
yeah, that's why initial volume. Yeah, mitigation. So be patient.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting for this 15.
But also, a lot of people are so driven to sell, you know, like gold right now, because like it's very tempting, right? To sell whenever you see that gold is so high, and then you think that every single time when you sell that's the moment we're gonna come down. But that's not the case here. Like
I think it's more. It has a lot to do with the pleasing as well of the trade, right? So let's say you take a short when the markets are really bullish. You think that because you're looking at the short position that the expansion that you can get is way bigger for the short, because we've been uptrending so long. You're like, I can hold it all the way to this low. I can hold it all the way to this low. You're not pleased with the shorter amount of return that you can get because you're trading with the trend. It's mostly less. So it's like, I understand. It's a little bit of psychology trick as well. But consistently on the trend, like the trend is consistently bullish. So keep looking for long.
Sure.
Until it shows you otherwise, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Until it shows you otherwise, we're bullish.
And again, once again, the same as yesterday. Yesterday it was the value high. Today it's the POC. Like, I cannot make this up. Like, I can keep showing it over and over and over again until people just start to believe that that's actually the case, you know? It's actually working very well. These levels are crazy. So who's utilizing the VoIP for right now? Let me know in the chat. Steve says hit my sell stop loss. Unfortunate, bro. Next time. It's a game changer. Great. I got the ebook. Yeah, I would maybe take some profits here if you're still in. Because this was the mitigation of the hourly. It was a very aggressive move. Yes, okay, beautiful. Yeah, you see it once again. The POC yesterday, it was the value area high. The value area high. It was also the value area high, I believe, of the previous day as well. Yesterday. Yeah, there we go. Yesterday. So remove the current week. Okay. Just look at this right here. This time it was the EPD now, but it was called the previous day value area high at the time. It tapped into it yesterday. And again, we had that same trade. Again, we made only 30 pips. The people that hold it made a big trade, a massive trade. It's just this week. Where I have set the rules for myself to apply really tight risk management for myself with the NFP. Once this is behind us, we're on a completely different field here. So next week, after the CPI, we have the rest, and then it's just a one-way street here. Can't believe the CPI is next week already. It's crazy. Is it me, or is it just one-way street of news, or just enjoying the live streams too much? Like what's
time is flying by, bro. The fact that we're already 3 months into we're going into the second quarter already. It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
Are we in a trade? Not at the moment. We took a trade. Some people are still holding it. We closed it on break even. It's very tricky today in general. You can see it. We're in a bigger overall range here. Okay, and that has to do probably with also the NFP coming tomorrow. So it's kind of something that you understand, that you know. But once again, you see that the PDC port of control is holding up very, very strong so far. And a closure below would also mean a continuation down. It's truly that level to pay the most attention to at the same time. Okay. I'm still experimenting a lot with limit orders as well. But for now, I've seen that the entry models themselves work the most effective in the long term. So over the long term, I've seen that working better. but I'm still testing out some stuff in regards to limit orders as well. Just so you guys know, we're still working on a couple things as well behind the scenes here.
Let's see. Yeah, gold is also slowly rejecting as well to the downside right now. Hourly top wick could be possibility. Let's see.
All right, give me 1 second, bro.
All right, brother. What's up, bro? I'm new to the market. What do you recommend for gold in the future? What do you mean by future? Could you define your meaning of future? If we're talking, we're talking 15 minutes, or we're talking 2 years, maybe 20 years. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for a potential setup on gold. We have to wait now because the hour just opened up, so you have to wait for some closures on like 15-minute time frame, stuff like that. There are some confirmations. One day to 1 week. Well, so tomorrow we have the NFP. So that's unpredictable most likely. It's probably priced in already. Let's say they leave the highs as it is now, and they're gonna range a little bit more. Probably an expansion tomorrow. If they take the highs today, you have to wait and see, because then we're in all-time highs. EURUSD. I'll take a look at EURUSD for you. Oh yeah, it's heavily overbought right now. Like it's going up pretty significant right now. Yeah, in clear saying it's an uptrend, right? I wouldn't look for shorts now, especially against the buying pressure that you're getting now. Let's say they do come down. Yes, you could look for longs, continuations higher. Tomorrow we'll be live again. Depends on the market. Depends on how the market looks. If we have all-time highs, it's really hard to trade because you have no levels to refer back to. GJ, okay, check GBP JPY, yeah. Let me see. Same scenario for GJ. Right now, price is significantly pushing. Like if you look on the 4 hour, you can see how like it's pushing to the upside, right? So it really depends on what they're gonna do. I think we want to aim for those equal highs on the daily. If you look on the daily, you see equal highs, right? So big chance that tomorrow we're gonna have a wick to the downside, and then we have continuation higher on GJ. It's a clear uptrend, right? So I wouldn't short into it. Hey Duke, my guy, hope you're doing good. How's life, bro? You at home? You at work? What are you doing, bro? Hope you're doing good, man. Where is the podcast and what is it called? Gavin, could you maybe send out the link to the podcast in the chat? Don't worry about it, Shams. Okay, check US 30. Yes, of course. I can check US 30. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, so US 30, you do not have a bottom wick on the daily. So that's really interesting to see. If you, let me see. It went, okay, so that's interesting. If you look on the 4 hour and you use the swing POC on the daily, you can see that they came back to the value area high and they respected that on the daily. So now let's see what they can do from this current level. You had some big push momentum to the downside. They might reverse price here and go for shorts. But you have to compare it with the other pairs, because Nasdaq is looking really bullish. So if you have some alignment, I would say yes. For now, it's a little bit sketchy. Danny, if you understand what I mean, I hope you do. We just have a new 4-hour that opened up as well, at least on my broker, 10 minutes ago. Already went over NQ. If you want to have more about NQ, maybe go back to into the stream. I don't know, like 10 minutes ago or something. Same scenario, it's bullish. Don't try to short it. So who's been studying the ebook? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Who's been studying the ebook? Let me know in the chat. If so, share some LTA potential setups with us. Alright, if you see a potential setup based on the ebook, right? Share it in the chat and let's check it out together, right? Awesome, Duke. That's good to hear, bro. Let's catch up on a call, maybe during the weekend. For everyone who does not have the ebook yet, make sure to go into the description where you can download the ebook. What's your percentage risk on gold? I risk the same amount each trade. Doesn't matter what I trade. Well, it doesn't matter. Always the same amount. Of course, different amounts per account, right? So I trade based on the account size. I have a risk for that account. Odd US. Let me see what Aussie dollar is showing us. Yeah, it's the same scenario as EURUSD, right? You have those equal highs. If you look on the 4-hour, you have 3 equal highs. So they are probably targeting that. Because if you look at the momentum, like I wouldn't try to short something like this. That's the whole thing, right? You need to like give it a bright look on the 4-hour. If you see like, okay, push momentum is clearly to the upside, try to follow the trend, right? If they pull back, try to buy into it. I wouldn't try to short it from the current level that we're at right now.
Facts. I completely agree, bro.
Welcome back.
It's holding up very well, but yeah, at the same time, dollar is still above that initial support tier. For now, at least, if it starts breaking, it's game over for gold once again here. In a good way. Tower says the ebook is amazing, guys. Took that buy on the Nasdaq and the US30. Went in my direction. Congrats. That was amazing. You took it during London? That was right here. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful setup. Amazing, bro.
Some work.
Yeah. If you guys want an indicator, it's a free indicator, by the way. You can get it. Okay. The only thing you have to do is you get into our Discord. And we have a channel. And that channel shows you the LTA indicator. You click on the link. Once you get it, you go to the downside. You go to add to favorite indicators. Or you copy the code. You put it in your Pine script if you want to do that. The best thing in my opinion is to just add it as your indicator. Because then you get these updates. If you update the script, it's automatically updated for you as well here. Because we'll work on improving it. A couple of things that we still need to tweak. But yeah, so far, really, really nice. So far, so good here. Okay. Optimize for futures as well as spot. And it gives you exactly the levels where you need to draw. So there's no more searching for levels or time zones and see exactly, or sorry, timestamps, seeing exactly when you need to draw it. No, you can directly, instantly see, okay, I need to draw the fixed range volume profile from here to here. From here to here. Boom. Came back. Touched it. Fantastic. Boom. Came back. Touched it. Fantastic. Right? That's how we utilize it. For the rest, fam, can also say, why are you not in the trade any longer? I mean, this has to do with trade management, risk management, the certain market we're currently in. Sometimes we're gonna leave it running regardless. We're gonna just leave it running. Sometimes it's better to get out. But this is all up to you and the way you want to manage your own position here. Okay, it's crazy how these levels are accurate here. Okay, I can give me any chart of any instrument, and I can show you how accurate these levels are. It doesn't matter which chart, which instrument, and which time frame. Roger Booker says, Lorenzo, I made a killer trade. Took a buy from the weekly POC to today POC. This feeling is unreal when it's exactly according to LT concepts. Amazing. If you win, okay, if you guys make winning trades and stuff, okay, then post it in the LTA wins. I want to see more people posting it in the wins section here. Okay, because I want to see your analysis as well. It's not only about, hey, I made a win, look at me. It's about, I made a win because I did this and because I followed this and I saw this level at this moment in time. Therefore, I took this entry model. That's what we want to see here. Okay, cool. That one is challenging. Do ETH, Ethereum with the levels. Okay, Ethereum, whatever. Let's go to ETH. I have no idea about Ethereum, about crypto here, but let's do ETH. Let's play around a little bit. Okay. The low to the swing first. See where it's at. Okay. Look at this one. The previous day. Yeah. 1 hour. Previous day, point of control, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Test me. Test me. Come. Throw me. More instruments, please. Aim right now. Entry model 1, right here, right in front of you. Okay? 1, 2, 3, break, entry, stop loss, previous day, target the highs. Obviously that gap is right there, right? We're targeting imbalances and so on and so on. Right there, okay? Test me. Entry model 1, perfection right here, right? Look at that entry model. Like that, okay? You get into the wick, you flip it, you flip the third candle, entry, okay? Right there, Ethereum, what's up? Next, let's go. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, okay. Massive accumulation range overall. Let's look at this swing initially, just see where this swing takes us from this to this one. The initial reaction was there. You saw initially that we came down and we got rejected from it, so it definitely was reacting to it. That's one layer. Let's go to the days. Look at yesterday as well, see where it takes us. Yeah, okay. Value area low, boom. Previous day value area low. Right there, fantastic. Couldn't be better. Okay, right here, boom. Tapped into it right here. You see that this is what we call the value area low. Okay, tapped into the value area low. Again, what did it do? You guys have seen this many times before. We talked about this as well. This is the consolidation. This is the manipulation. This is the expansion. Done. Entry could it be here if you were playing it safe. Also on the 1 hour, same thing. On the 30 minute entry model 1. Okay. Entry model 1 on the 30-minute here. Breaking. Looking at that expansion here. Same thing. Entry model 1. Sitting at this particular zone right here. Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. Tapped into the value area low of the previous day. Structure overall, bullish, right? Bullish continuation. That's it. So that's why longs are potentially interesting here. One more, let me know.
One after the other. One after the other.
One more. Yeah, gold we have already seen it today and yesterday. Plus, by the way, also a Monday on the New York, the Monday open as well. That would have been the best trade of the week, right? If you took the entry from the Sunday open on the retest, right into our level, expansion to the upside as well, eventually coming up. I think the entry model was at the 3 hour in this case. One more. One minute, yes, same thing. A little bit different approach. We call that the LTF swings. Oil. Okay, let's go oil. Let's go to oil. Look at the previous day first. Yeah, rejection of the previous daily value area, the previous daily point of control during London or Asia. Right here, I think this was Asia here. Okay, this was Asia, so probably not an entry for us. But we opened, we had this full closure. We pulled into the previous daily POC. We couldn't break the previous daily point of control. And we start selling off from there. This was what we call, then look at the 5 minute. We had that trend line here overall, super clean. We tapped to the POC, we couldn't break it. Yeah, I would have taken it from right there. So this is entry model 3. Entry model 3 short. And that short happened an hour before the London Open. Right here. You see this one? Stop loss above, a high. You target the lows, of course. Would have been a 3.6 to 1. They've taken out the previous lows of that swing. That rejection right there. It came from entry model 3, which you will find on page 53. Which is right here, okay? Right here, 50. It's actually 52, but inverted, right? Same thing. So that's oil right there. Oil did that, again, the previous daily point of control. The previous dailies were extremely accurate from today and yesterday onwards. The day before that, what happened there? Just to clarify, I want to see. Okay, PUC as well, but we saw a flush out. We had that manipulation here. Sometimes you can also take a swing in consideration. Maybe the swing gave us a little bit more precise entries. No, it would have been the same thing here. So POC initially held. You can see that as well. But at some point we did manipulate the lows there. But again, on the 1 hour, we call this the EPD POC. On the 1 hour, look at that. Look at that. Okay? Why is nobody using the volume profile? Why is nobody using LTA concepts? Because it's here right now. Okay? It's your debut right now. It's like ICT would say, your new beginning. 2.0 on steroids, right there. Okay? Download the ebook, understand how it works, come on the live streams, get into our community, and let's make some money together. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. I love it. Shot after shot after shot. Ammunition ready, bro. Reloading the gun, do it again. I love it. Let's see. Gold is moving up pretty significantly
Yeah, it
right now.
looks pretty good.
Lorenzo. 30 minutes gonna reopen in 2 minutes.
Can you do Bitcoin? Okay, one more. Last one. Okay.
One more.
Never enough proof. All right. Bitcoin, interesting. Let's look at the swing. Interesting level for later. It's the 69.373, but that comes a little bit after that. It's the previous day. And I think it was on the higher time frame, right? This is one level. Yeah, this is the previous daily volume area low. Same thing happened here. So previous daily value area low. It consolidated, it manipulated, and it reversed up. Breakdown. Not as clean, but definitely an entry. When you come down to the previous week, I know we're trading below the previous week, right? So we have to see here. But let me show you this right now. Look at that, okay? So this was the previous week, okay? Last thing I'm gonna show. We call this the previous weekly POC. So right here. And there we go. Okay. Previous week, full week of trading right here. Okay, what happened? We opened. We broke below it. Okay, fair. But we broke at it like extremely aggressively once. The retest is what matters here. Because we might shifting. Alright, we might shifting that momentum here. But the previous weekly POC. Right there, 69,914. Okay. What happened after that? Boom!
Yes, sir.
Again! Boom! Second chance. Second time. Okay. That's it. Done. Gold is going, fam. So if you're in, congrats. Same thing. Looking very good. If not, still solid risk management in my opinion. After the NFP, it's all good. It's back to normal here. We're going to have everything set in stone. We can be a little bit more aggressive with holding our positions longer and so on and so on. For now, for me, keeping risk tight is all good. So congrats. I really want to help you. That's really my mission here. I really found something in the markets which I think is super unique, has not been done. It's super easy. Yet people, you know, the volume profile itself is nothing new. It's actually one of the most used tools in the professional, let's say, field. Okay. What is new is the way you utilize it and the way you're looking at the market and the way you use it in your advantage when trading with it. That's new. Okay. And that's why, you know, it takes a little bit of time to understand, but once you get it, it's actually not that complicated. But you need to have a good understanding of the basics, of the foundation. Okay. Make sure you do your game plan. You write your shit down. You do your game plan. Okay. Win or lose, whatever the case may be. Sessions, Asia, London, news, key levels. Previous daily value high 2287. The previous daily point of control at 2284. Gold has been coming down during Asia, London, holding local support. Dollar 10 year yield week. If you see a continuation down for both assets, I will still be looking for a continuation to the upside, as we're still holding this bullish trend. The POC is where we held up. I can guarantee you the amount of sellers that got trapped here, it's wild. It's absolutely wild because it showed a lot of these. So I know these other types of setups that a lot of traders use. And you saw all these selling indications from that initial push. Man, the amount of people that got trapped there, wild. If the POC would not be there, maybe. But I'm not shorting above the POC. I short below the POC.
LTA concepts, baby. Let's go. All right, looking at gold still. But yeah, we had the level that I'm like, are we going to consolidate now due to the NFP from tomorrow after this heavy expansion? Because like this 30-minute, it's not really pushing through, but it's also not sinking. You see what I mean? Like it's just staying where it is right now.
Yeah.
So that's the big question is like, are we maybe waiting for the next hourly to the bottom wick and then we have that continuation higher?
Yeah.
And we might see a swing POC forming as well then on the 15.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm looking.
It might be a good idea, bro, to start looking together at an entry model if that's the case on the lower time frame to see if there is potential there, because we haven't shown the people yet our second model.
Yeah, 100%. Let's see. So I'm looking on the 5 to see if there's a potential setup forming. On the 15, oh, okay, they're pushing through now on the 15. They instantly flipped it the moment I was talking about it.
You guys got the LTA book, amazing. Lorenzo, do you give out your trading template? It's nice, right? I do like the darker background. I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, you need to look at it here. I sent you the codes, so make a screenshot. This is number 1 for the background. This is number 1 for the body. All right, bullish, bearish, and wicks. Here we go. There we go. George says, still holding your initial position? Okay. We always know that people still hold. So that's my mission here, to help you out. Is it possible to use LTA to scalp? Yeah. Thomas, maybe you can talk about that one.
Sorry, could you repeat yourself? You fell away the moment you said Thomas.
Okay, he said, is it possible to use LTA to scalp?
Of course. Yeah, of course you can use LTA to scalp. So you have the multiple entry strategies that we showed you in the LTA ebook, right? You need to understand that time is fractal. So whenever we are using a swing on the higher time frame, we can also use this on the lower time frame. Of course, it's important that you understand that volume is based on an X amount of time and candles. So you're not going to use just 3 candles to define a POC, right? You need some data to then define a POC. So if you then look on the 1 minute and you have 20 minutes of data, or you have 1 minute of 1 hour of data, you use the low that put in that current high as your swing POC, and then you look for price to retrace back to that key level, right? The point of control, the value area high, and then you look for an entry model that we have. Like the double wick confirmation also works on the 1 minute time frame. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have to believe us, guys, right? Go into the charts and look for yourself, so you're gonna be flabbergasted, right?
Yeah, you
that's
don't
the overall
you don't
idea.
have to believe us, right? Like,
yeah,
I can
right.
show
That's
you
the
it
thing.
100 times, and like exactly on like a sniper, and you can say, okay, but as long as you don't do it yourself and you see it working for yourself, you know, this thing in your brain will not connect the dots.
That's the thing, bro. Like, you know, that's why we're asking you guys, like, go into the charts. If you see a setup, let us know, right? Together, we're an LTA army. You know how it goes,
Yeah.
right? So put it onto the charts, see it for yourself, and you see that it actually works perfect. Right? That's the thing. So, yeah. You guys know what to do. Now it's up to you. You know how it is, right? But we're also here, of course.
Of course.
We're also here to stream. But in the end, it's also you. You know how it is.
Yeah. Lorenzo, why do you stream? I have a mission, my friend. I have a mission.
Let me see. Yeah, we can instantly see that gold is slowing down. Now it went up, it's slowing down again, it's going the other way.
Yeah, if you look at the fixed views, this is probably the fixed range.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
The very low of the fixed range on the lower time frame. We call it the fixed vel. This is a great moment to take profits. Really good moment to take profits here. This guy.
DJ, I would share anything with you, my guy.
Yeah.
You a G, bro.
Lorenzo, is your mission to seek revenge on institutional traders? No, it's a fuck you to all these guys showing off their Ferraris and Lamborghinis, thinking that they're fucking cool, yet not coming up with like an actual really solid backtest and a real concept, executing live, leading by example. That's the reason why. You know, if I would live in, okay, I gotta be honest with you, if I was living in Dubai right now and if I was not living in Bali, I would also be driving a Ferrari 812 super fast right now at this current moment. But I live in Bali. But I still come with the proof. Live streams, executions, and an actual concept, putting in the work, sharing as much as free knowledge as possible.
Now you drive a tuk-tuk. Do you drive a tuk-tuk, Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Going to the beach on my tuk-tuk. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I love it. I want red curly hair like Tommy. My guy, I don't have red hair. Like I actually I have brown hair, to be honest.
Thomas is the most handsome ginger you will ever meet. Range
Yes.
short, LTA concepts already in use, just past phase 2. Posted in LTA wins. Ravensword, let me see, where did you post it, my friend? Nice, beautiful. Nasdaq. You took the Nasdaq. You took it. Amazing.
Like a G.
Sick, really good. Mario says previous daily value area high to previous weekly value area low. Nice. These concepts are saying there's too much value here, it's actually unbelievable. What's this? This is the Nasdaq as well. Yeah, Nasdaq was the cleanest today. Gold was a little bit more hesitant right there. Because of the New York Stock Exchange open, Nasdaq was the cleanest. And the power of LTA concepts, POC, nice. Yeah, keep them up, guys. Keep sharing. Keep sharing. Would love it. Appreciate it.
Let's see. What do we have?
Ray says, hi, I'm new here to trading gold. What are the best things to get started? Always seem to be losing trades. So I always say, and I'm going to repeat again, market structure first, bro. Candle formations first. You have hundreds, if not thousands of videos on YouTube about it. There's no need that I don't need to explain that because there is just too much information. We have the SMC video series as well in our Discord. We're going to release this for free to everyone soon, just because it's already out there. And I think we're talking a lot about market structure as well. So the foundation is there, and then LTA concepts comes right after. Crazy thing is the dollar is still below here. The dollar is extremely weak. I think the dollar is setting up for tomorrow, man. It looks like we are heading towards. I mean, this could actually be the place where the dollar would reverse from. I would not be surprised if you could see something like this happening tomorrow. That's why with the NFP, I'll pay very close attention to sells here. First buys, then sells, like a one final squeeze and a reverse. Do you trade every day? And when do you start each day? Thank you. Happy I came to your channel. Yeah, for now, 3 days a week only. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe tomorrow if price is down during London and Asia. But usually 3 days a week. I think soon we're going to go to 4 days a week. So it's going to be either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Lord and Lorenzo, gotta go and see you tomorrow. Super happy. If not, take care. Family, remember, love you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, G.
See you later, brother.
But we have to stick to our stop loss. Yeah, it's easy to say afterwards. You know, it's easy to say it. It's true. But at the same time, there were a lot of mixed signals coming around the New York Stock Exchange open here. If the NFP was not there tomorrow, I would have been much more aggressive also. So, yeah. Still people held it regardless. But for me personally, I'm happy.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Because it's easily turn the other way. And that's something that you cannot control.
That's facts. I agree. You're actively managing the trade, right? Yeah. That's the whole thing. Like I said, sometimes you have to make choices based on what can happen with the market. You know, an opening, a news event. It's really important that you take data in consideration. You know, there's always a new trade. That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Alright, so remember you was doing a challenge fund the next couple months ago. How's it going? So we had a giveaway. We had one payout for somebody. And it was only a 25k account. So I didn't really feel the need to continue with it. I don't know why my fixed range volume profile is not working on TradingView. Can you help, G? That is because of your broker. And I highly recommend you to use Owanda. And if you come on the live streams a lot more, I definitely recommend you to use Owanda as well. Okay? Do you trade aggressive? Sometimes, yes, for sure. We have been taking trades, well, the most aggressive news, the trades that we take are news trades. That's the only exemption I would make. Limit orders around news, because it's completely different from regular trading right now. If it's the CPI, and I see a really new, really good opportunity, I'll take it. Like, we have not been losing on stream so far when trading news. Taking limit orders, again, using the same levels. For the others, by the way, today later I will send you an email. You will get a bunch of, you will get like an email a day, alright, with valuable information. And the reason what I'm doing is I'm prepping you literally for the next stage. Okay, so now you have opened the ebook, you understand it. You're coming on the live streams, you're committed. Now we're setting yours straight. We're gonna set your psychology straight. We're gonna work on your mindset. It takes you literally 1 minute to pay very close attention, but it's gonna be extremely useful later on. You will see it. So pay attention to these emails, putting a lot of work and effort in it. And it's practically a storyline. It's gonna be a storyline based upon the way I went from a nobody to somewhat success. And sharing the journey throughout to take and 10 years. So in combination with everything that we're doing here, it's time to level up our game and to prep you for success now. How do we use those default tags like PVSD, weekly POC? What you can do here is you can go to template, you click as save as, you write it down and you have it. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, Tommy, I'm gonna leave it today. I'm gonna keep the stream a bit shorter today.
All right, bro.
I think the move has been made. I think it's clear.
I agree.
Once
I think
again,
it's gonna...
the POC was the way to go here. Tomorrow is the NFP. Like I said before, if we're gonna be in an all-time high, I'm not gonna trade the NFP, just because of it just does not make sense too much for me here. Trying to guess when price discovery around like the biggest news event. If we come down and we start tanking and we're somewhat here, then yeah, we'll trade the NFP. So stay close for tomorrow here. In the meantime, guys, make sure that if you are still interested in joining, okay, support me also. It would be nice, okay? I share some love with you, you share some love with me. A really good friend of mine here, Mitchell Wireman. Okay, great guy, great guy. An absolute G here. He knows exactly what he's talking about. Also very big in the crypto space. We just released a new podcast here, okay? So go to this podcast right now. The link will be shared here in the description. And place like a comment below that. Support me. Smash up that like button there. Share some love with us, all right? I would really appreciate that. Really appreciate that, okay? Support it. I'm going to do more podcasts as well in person. It's going to be fun. It's like a nice experience as well. I'm going to share a little bit more stuff as well here. So listen to it, enjoy it. And in the meantime, for the people in our private group, pay very close attention to the LTA setups channel, okay? For the others, we're still close. Keep a close eye out for when we open up. But for the people that are in our group right now, keep a very close eye on the LTA setup channel, yeah? right? Fantastic. Congratulations again. You learned something again, hopefully. And we're going to be back soon here. And trust me, after the NFP and the CPI is done, it's really time to get aggressive and start crushing it, you know, with our setups as always. All right. Thomas, thank you very much, man. Next time we're going to set up the E-date. Okay, so get ready.
All right, bro. Sounds good.
And put your Cartier glasses on. Then it will be completely fine. All right?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. Put on some nice perfume as well, right?
Yeah, I agree.
She might sense it through the microphone. You never know.
It builds confidence. It builds confidence. That's what it is,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Okay. Bam. See you later. See you later. See you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.